Now I'm going to explore the ever-advancing power of media technology and how the increasing availability of production tools influence the creation of my short film Solitude. When in the production stages of my film, I used a Canon 60D camera and Final Cut Studio for editing equipment that could have been used for professional results but available to a public audience. Technology is ever advancing, none more influential and apparent than that of the media industry. In terms of film, the industry is still dominated by classic 35mm film way of shooting, which, although expensive, gives a fantastic quality, thus making it the industry standard camera. Low-budget films would normally have been filmed on tape, something that is fast becoming obsolete due to the recent introduction of DSLRs that can take glorious full HD film straight onto SD card for a very reasonable price. These are great for amateur and freelance filmmakers, but are they used in the professional field? Yes, they are. A recent season finale to American hit TV program House was filmed entirely on a Canon 5D Mark II, a top-of-the-range stills camera, which gives glorious quality footage with a wonderful shallow focus pull. No tape or film was used in the making of this particular episode. For instance, my coursework project last year was a horror film called Wuthering Heights and Werewolves that was shot completely on mini DV tape. But now, only a year later, I'm filming in full HD onto an SD card instead of low quality tape. Bentley's 1997 quote, "The making of the new and rearranging of the old," refers to his theory that in order to create a product that is fit for purpose, you have to carefully research the conventions of existing media texts that are from a similar genre and pitched at a similar target audience to the product/products you intend to produce. But if you're rearranging the old, the technological advances are going to be quite different in my medium of film. In the short films that I analysed, such as The Siren by Alex Neville, they were all shot on DSLR cameras, such as the Canon 7D, giving the films a professional, high quality and depth of field to match. I followed the conventions of these short films by also shooting on a DSLR, a mid-range Canon 60D, which puts the high quality footage straight onto SD card, giving fast, tapeless recording. For my editing, I use a program called Final Cut Studio, used to edit films such as 300, The Social Network, Jarhead and X-Men. This product is a simple to use professional standard program, which I personally bought before I began editing my film. A week or so after I'd spent money on this program, a totally new version came out, which puts into perspective the advancing technology in editing and the professional film industry. Most film editors don't use Final Cut Pro, but a program called Avid Media Composer, a more expensive and complicated film editing solution. This program has been around for longer than Final Cut, therefore, just like 35mm film, people still seem to use it as a professional grade way to edit their films. Putting these products at a relatively low price makes them available to the mass public, which is something that really benefited me in the making of my film. Gauntlet in 2007 said that new media and new media technologies erodes the boundary between the producer and the audience to the extent that it makes little sense to talk about media audiences at all anymore. Conventional research methods are replaced, or at least supplemented, by new methods which recognise and make use of people's own creativity and brush aside the outmoded notions of the receiver audiences and the elite producers. With the availability of professional grade products, what stops any of the general public from being a filmmaker? Therefore your audiences are no longer receivers, but producers. In my opinion, this has impacted on my film in a very positive way, because as a low budget filmmaker, I can now make professional grade products without a Hollywood budget. Examples of this are in the rise of DSLR filming, Final Cut Pro, and special effect tools like Adobe After Effects. Where new media technologies are concerned, distribution within the post-production of the film industry is an interesting area. In this digital day and age, piracy is a huge problem, with the whole spectrum of illegally uploaded films available online. Filmmakers need a plan to help to release their products onto the market. When low-budget filmmakers can't get funding from media conglomerates or huge production companies, digital technology makes life easier for them to reach a wide audience. Through websites such as the UK Film Council, the UK Media Desk, BBC Film Network and Big Film Shorts, who can host films online and have a big influence over film festivals, therefore promoting low-budget films and reaching a great audience. Plunkett, in 2008, said, "A new generation of media power players are ditching the traditional gatekeepers and going straight to their audiences via the web." This brings me to a big point, that is of online distribution, which is becoming a popular method of reaching the masses not just in film, but also in all of the media. TV, papers and magazines, and more specifically films, can be released online, uploaded and streamed from websites such as YouTube, Vimeo or Dailymotion, or purchased from the iTunes Store. Digital distribution is also reaching mainstream cinemas. Digital technology is seen to offer a more cost-effective and logistic-light alternative to the tried and trusted but unwieldy model of 35mm print distribution. It will eventually be cheaper and much less stressful to send films as a computer file to cinemas across the UK than to transport 20 to 25 kilogram tins of film in the back of a van. It will soon be possible for the distributor to send feature films electronically via broadband networks, thus eliminating dependence on transportation. As a result, it will be less expensive in the coming years to offer a wide theatrical opening